Good morning, students, and we will start a new chapter that is called Boolean algebra. And this chapter is chapter number 1 minute. I will tell the chapter number of your chapter, your book, better. This is chapter number 3, Boolean logic. So I'm going to continue this. Boolean algebra. Because sometime in your life you face there are two possible answer of a question. So true or false. For example, you are watching TV, yes or no. It means there are only two possible answers, yes or no. And this field of algebra that deal with only two values is called Boolean algebra. So the values true and false are called Boolean values. So these two values represent uh, yes or no, 1 or 0. So that is why Boolean algebra. Why Boolean algebra is important for computer science students? The reason is computer is a machine, so it work on Boolean values. Yes or no means 0 or 1. So that's why important. Now the first thing is truth table. A table that represent all the possible value of a logical variables along with all the possible result is called a Boolean, is called truth table. So it contains the combination of values. For example, before discussion of truth table, there are operators. We know that in Python, operators are some symbols that represent some action, but in Boolean algebra, there are only three operators: not, or, and. Last one is and. Not, or, and. In the case of if we take not, not is always opposite of a value. For example, I'm taking I'm creating one table, and with the help of that I will discuss. Now look at here. If I have only one variable, if it is 0 means false, and if it is 1, 1 means true. And the not, we can represent not like this. Not will be the opposite of real value. If x is 0, its not will be 1, and if x is 0, x not will be 0. This is truth table of not. Not is always opposite of original value. If original is 0, its reverse will be 1, and if original is 1, its reverse will be 0. This is x and this is x naught. So if you have any doubt, raise your hands, better. This is truth table of and. So it cover all the possible combinations. Malik, it's clear? Gaurav?
Yes, sir.
So now next is OR. It is a binary operator. Binary operator means it will work on two values. The NOT is a unary operator. It work only on single variable. But OR operator is a binary operator. It work on two symbols, two variables. For example, when you in the case of Python, we discuss if condition. In if condition, we discuss OR operator. It means if all there will be all true values, result will be true. If any one value is true, even then result is true. It means in the case of OR, we need at least one true value, overall result will be. So this is called a truth table of OR. Look at here. We have two variables. One is X, another is Y. If X is true, Y is true, we know that overall result is true. If X is false, Y is true, but because there is only one true value is there, so overall result is 1. If X is 1, Y is 0, again, the overall result is 1. If X is 1, Y is 1, overall result is 1. So we, in the case of Boolean algebra, we represent OR with the help of plus symbol. So this is the truth table of OR. OR means if any value is true, overall result is true. This is the truth table of two variables. Always remember this is the truth table of two variables. If it is a truth table of three variables, look at here. In that case, two variables, X and Y. So X plus Y means X or Y. तो आपने टेबल बनाना है. Take 0, 1, here is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, but two times you will take first 2 times 0 and 2 times 1. This is the set pattern. You will have to follow this. 2 times 0, then 2 times 1. 2 times 0, 2 times 1, 2 times 0, 2 times 1. Then here you will take 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Now see that the combination never will repeat. Look at here, 0, 0. First is 0, 0. आप देखोगे यहाँ पे ये repeat नहीं कर रहा होगा कहीं पे भी. ये this is the method. आपने क्या करना है, x में 2 times 0, 2 times 1, 2 times 0, 2 times 1 लो, and in y 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, and you will see that ये combination repeat नहीं होगा. अगर आप यहाँ पे 0, 0, 1 ले रहे हो, तो see that आपके पास ये आगे जाके ये जो combinations है वो repeat नहीं होंगे. Next is, ये भी आपको मैं later on I will discuss later on. अब आपने क्या करना है, जो 0, 1 के केस में, ठीक है, तो आपके पास ये टेबल बन गया. अब later on I will discuss in detail. Two variables are there because I was using 3 variables. ये 2 variables वाला आपके पास टेबल आपके पास ये है given table. If it is a 3 variables table, then I will discuss later on. Any doubt in this? Abhishek? Jatin,
Yes, sir.
any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay, beta. But in case there is a AND operator, AND indicate that the both condition, if both the conditions are true, overall result is true. It means if there is all 1, overall result is 1, otherwise false. Look at here, 0, 0, all the 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. If both are 1, overall result is 1. So this is the truth table of and, not, or. And these are of two variables. In the case of and or, ये दो variables के हैं. अगर हमने 3 variables के बनाने हो, ये मैंने हमने पहले 2 variables के बनाए थे. If I take, look at here, I am going to create 3 variables table. So हमारे पास variable हो जाएंगे x, y and g. 3 variables are there. और यहाँ पे हो गया x plus y plus g. Because I am using plus, इसका मतलब और है. तो इस केस में आपने क्या करना है, अगर ये 3 वेरिएबल्स का हो, 2 वेरिएबल्स का 2 टाइम 0 2 टाइम 1 ऐसे करके है. अब इफ इट इज ऑफ 3 वेरिएबल्स, 4 टाइम 0 4 टाइम 1, 2 टाइम 0 2 टाइम 1, then 0 1 0 1 0 or if all the zeros are there, look at here, all the zeros, so result is 0 0 0 1, single 1 is there, so that's why result is 1, again 1, again 1 1 1 1 1. और आप देखोगे इसमें से कॉम्बिनेशन विल नेवर रिपीट. 3 टाइम 0 कहीं और नहीं आएगी, 0 0 1 कहीं और नहीं आएगा. So this truth table of or in the case of 3 variables. Aditya, it's clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is truth table of or. ठीक है, अब हम क्रिएट करेंगे ट्रूथ टेबल ऑफ एंड. टू वेरिएबल का हमने देख लिया था. अगर आप 3 वेरिएबल का हो, टेबल ऐसे रहेगा, यहां पे आपने डॉट लगा देनी है, बिकॉज एंड रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय डॉट. तो अब कॉम्बिनेशंस डिफरेंट हो गए. लुक एट हियर, if all the one are if there are all 1, result is 1. In rest of cases, result is 0 0 0 0, all the zeros with a. This is the truth table of and. So in your PDF file I will send you, this is the truth table of 2 variables in the case of or and in the case of and. पर जो मैंने बनाया है, that is a truth table of or and truth table of and in case of 3 variables. In the case of or, there is only one possibility, is that there is a 0 when all the zeros are there. In rest of cases, there will be 1. But in the case of and, there is only one possibility, that there is a 1 if all the ones are there. In rest of cases, all will be 0. Now next is, now in Boolean algebra, you will have to draw logical gates. So it is just like a this topic is also you will later on you will your teacher will discuss in physics. Logical electronic a gate is simply an electronic circuit that operate on one or more signal to produce an output. Gate are logical circuit because the input and output signals either 0 and 1. when we represent any Boolean values in the shape of any diagram, that diagram is called logic gate. So remember one thing, we represent on not by this symbol. Look at here, this symbol. This is not. It means if there is a X, this is a input, there is a not operator, और not operator क्या करेगा, X not कर देगा. Look at here, this is X not. तो जब भी आपके पास not को represent करना है, इसका मतलब when I this diagram is here, it means I have applied not. It means when I encounter this figure, it means it is a not. So it is not gate. तो नोट गेट क्या करेगा, अगर 0 होगा तो 1 में कन्वर्ट कर देगा, 1 होगा तो उसको 0 में कन्वर्ट कर देगा. Now or. So in the case of or, so or represent, this symbol is a, look at here, this symbol is represent this symbol represent or this symbol. Okay, तो जब भी हमने ये symbol use करेंगे, it means we are using or. And remember one thing, or will give us result if there is only single one, overall result will be 1. So this is a or gate. And gate. And gate is represented by this symbol. Look at here, this symbol. So this is and. So and is always, if there is all 1 are there, overall result will be 1. Otherwise, overall result is false. So we are using 3 operator. We are also using 3 gate, not, and, or. So these gates represent different operators. And for different operator, we are using different symbols. So you will have to remember these symbols. So if you have any doubt, raise your hands. Ishmael.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in
यहाँ
that?
पर मुझे एक ही डाउट था कि सर यहाँ पर 1 means false के true.
1 means true, 0 means false.
ओके सर. और सर फिर जैसे हमने वो अभी टेबल किए थे और सर और एंड आंसर वो मुझे अभी क्लियर नहीं हुई सर. इतने मतलब अगर दोनों फॉल्स है तो फॉल्स आ रहा है, अगर एक भी ट्रू है तो फिर ट्रू आ रहा है, मतलब तो
बच्चे
ये कैसे हो रहा है?
बच्चे ये देखो, मैं फिर से समझा रहा हूँ आपको. बेटा जब when we use not, तो हमें पता है not रिवर्स करता है, ठीक है?
यस.
तो whenever there is a 1, इसका रिवर्स 0 का रिवर्स 1 होगा, और if there is a value is 1, variable value is 1, और उसका रिवर्स 0 होगा. This is not gate. It is
यस सर, नॉट तो समझ आ गया.
now in the case of or हमें क्या कहता है कि कोई एक कंडीशन ट्रू हो गई, overall result is true. If
ओके
there
सर.
is only single one, overall result is 1. Okay, look at here.
ओके सर.
4 0 0. Look at here, 0 1, एक 1 आ गया, it means it is a 1. Then 1 0, so there is only 1, so that is 1. Both 1, there is 1. So this is a, or table to table draw करने का, there is a one method that is, अगर आपके पास two variables हैं, तो use 2 times 0, 2 times 1, then 0 1 0 1. ये इसका मेथड है. and result, अगर ये आपके पास 3, if it is of 3 variables, look at here, 3 variables, if 3 variables are there, in that case आपने 3 variables ले लिए x y z, और उसको ड्रॉ करने का मेथड है 3 टाइम 0 लिख लेना है, 3 टाइम 1, फिर y में 2 टाइम 0 2 टाइम 1, और थर्ड वेरिएबल में 0 1 0 1 0 1। दिस इज द मेथड। इससे क्या होगा,
यस
आपका कॉम्बिनेशन रिपीट नहीं होगा कभी भी। एंड देन
यस ये समझ आ गया।
मेथड इज सेम, if there is a single one, overall result is 1।
ओके
और
सर।
and in the case of and, और and
सर एंड मींस कि मतलब कि सर मतलब कि दोनों ट्रू होने चाहिए
yeah, all
तो
the
भी
all the true. If all the variables are
यस।
true, overall result is true. Look at here. First 0, second 0 0, first 0
नहीं सर तो यहाँ पर पहले वाला केस अगर 0 0 है तो फिर मतलब कि दोनों सेम है तो फिर यहाँ पर 1 नहीं आएगा।
बेटा ये वो हमारे पास हमने किया था इन द केस ऑफ योर नंबर सिस्टम, हमने एडिशन की थी। आप उसको इसके साथ मिक्स कर रहे हो बेटा, दैट इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग। उसको आपने यहाँ पे 0 0 का मतलब 0 है। अगर एंड के केस में अगर बोथ 1, ओवरऑल रिजल्ट इज 1।
नहीं सर जैसे हमने अभी किया ना कि एंड में अगर अगर दोनों सेम है तो फिर मतलब कि वो फिर यहाँ पर आएगा ट्रू।
नो बेटा, अब मुझे बताओ, मैंने इफ आई सेट वन कंडीशन, अगर आपके मार्क्स 90% अबव आना चाहिए और आपका बिहेवियर का ग्रेड ए होना चाहिए, तब आपको एक्सीलेंट मिलेगा। सपोज आपके मार्क्स हैं 95 और बिहेवियर ग्रेड है बी, क्या आपको एक्सीलेंट मिलेगा?
नो सर।
या आपके मार्क्स 88 है और बिहेवियर आपका बी है, तब आपको एक्सीलेंट मिलेगा? नो।
नो सर।
ऑल
ओके
द
सर।
कंडीशंस आर ट्रू, ओवरऑल रिजल्ट इज ट्रू।
ओके सर।
और
यस सर।
इन द केस ऑफ 3 वेरिएबल्स मैंने आपको डिस्कस कर दिया। 3 वेरिएबल्स में टेबल कैसे बनाना है, 4 टाइम 0 4 टाइम 1, देन 0 1, 2 टाइम 0 2 टाइम 1, 2 टाइम 0 2 टाइम 1, देन 0 1 0 1 लाइक दिस। और रिजल्ट वैसे ही होगा अगर ऑल द वंस आर देयर, ओवरऑल रिजल्ट इज 1। एंड को रिप्रेजेंट करना है डॉट से, और को
यस
रिप्रेजेंट
सर।
करना है प्लस से। इज इट क्लियर?
यस सर।
ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट इज, फिर after that we discuss gate. When we represent any boolean equation into in a diagrammatical representation of any boolean equation, that is called gate, a logic gate. And in logic gate different symbols are used for different operator. If you are using not, you will use this operator, ये ऑपरेटर आप यूज करोगे। और इन केस ऑफ और आपने ये वाला ऑपरेटर यूज करना है। और इन द केस ऑफ एंड जस्ट लाइक ए डी, जैसे डी बना होता है वैसे आपने यूज करना है। नाउ in case now there are some you can say principles or properties, we are going to discuss that. एक होती है प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ 0 and 1, प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ 0 and 1. 0 and 1 is saying if we add 0 in x, overall result is x. Property of 0 and 1. Look at here, मैं इसको शो कर रहा हूं आपको। मेरे पास एक वेरिएबल है x, और उसमें वैल्यू है 0 और 1। मुझे पता है एक ही वेरिएबल है तो 0 1 होगा। अगर 2 वेरिएबल्स होते हैं 2 टाइम 0 2 टाइम 1 0 1 0 1, ठीक है। अगर 3 वेरिएबल होते हैं 4 टाइम 0 4 टाइम 1 लाइक दिस, ठीक है। अब अगर मैं यहाँ पे 0 ले लूं तो 0 की वैल्यू तो 0 ही 0 रहेगी। अब अगर मैं यहाँ पे फाइंड आउट करूं x प्लस 0, प्लस का मतलब प्लस मीन्स और, तो लुक एट हियर 0 0 0 और 0 0, but if I take 1 or 0, because there is only single one, overall result is 1. अब ये देखो third column is exactly equal to first column, so it proves that 0 plus x is always x. ये प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ 0 एंड 1 है जो हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं। अगर हम किसी भी x में 0 ऐड कर दें, 0 मींस प्लस मींस हम यूज और कर रहे हैं, तो उस केस में हमारे पास ओवरऑल x की ही वैल्यू आ जाएगी। इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू बेटा? दिस टेल मी, इट इज क्लियर? जतिन, तनिष, तनिषा?
Yes, sir.
Okay बेटा, second property is 1 plus x is always equal to 1। तो अगर हम 0 की जगह 1 ले लें तो यहाँ पे भी 1 आ गया, यहाँ पे भी 1 आ गया। अब 0 plus 1 plus means और, look at here, 0 और 1 always 1 और 1 और 1 always 1। तो look at here, ये इसमें सारे 1 आ गए। So it means 1 plus x always equal to 1। Next is we take 0 and 0 dot means and 0 and x always 0. So I take one variable gx 0 and 1, another variable I take 0, it means 0 0 और इसके बीच में हमने यूज करना है डॉट। तो हमें पता है एंड जब हम यूज करना है इट मींस ऑल दी 1 विल बी 1 all then otherwise 0। so 0 0 0 and 0 always 0, but 1 and 0 is also 0 because there is a 1 0 is there। so look at here, overall result is 0, हमारे पास सारे 0 आ गए। so it is 0 is there, so that's why it is proved that 0 and x is always equal to 0। now next one is x and 1 and x is always equal to x। look at here, I'm going to solve this। I take one variable x, 0 and 1 value is there, I take another value 1, it means all 1 will be there। here I will use dot 1, x dot 1 means x and 1। so and means all the 1 will be there and result is 1। so here is 0 1 0 and 1 1, look at here, it will be 1। so look at here, this is exactly equal to first column, so that's why x not x and 1 and x is always x। this is the property of 0 and 1। in your exam there is a question like this, prove that prove the property of 0 and 1। so you will draw the table, this that is it, it means you will prove the table, prove this equation with the help of truth table। so if you have any doubt you can raise your hands, otherwise I am going to discuss in next theorem। next theorem is called idempotence law। idempotence law has two things, x or x is always equal to x, x and x is always equal to x। look at here, I'm proving this। so look at here, I'm going to prove this। I take one variable x, another is also x, look at here, another variable is also x। so value of x is 0 1 0 and 1, and here we are using x plus x, plus means or। so look at here, 0 or 0 always 0 because all the zeros are there, 1 or 1 is always 1। so look at here, it is last column is exactly equal to first column, so this is proof that। so next is x and x is equal to x. So x, we take 2x here there, and here I use dot operator, and dot operator indicate that we are using here and. So 0 0 always 0, and 1 1 both are 1, that's 1. So last column is equal to first column. Again, this law is proved. So it is called idempotence law. Next law is called involution law. Involution means if we find out x naught, and again x naught naught is always equal to x. So look at here, I take here x, and if I find x naught, so it will be reverse of x. Here will be 1, here will be 0, and then we will find again naught of naught. I'm using 2 times naught, so here is 1, it will be 0, and here is a 0, it will be 1. Look at here, last column is exactly equal to first column. So involution law indicate that if there is a x naught naught, it is always equal to original x. Next is complementary law. Complementary law, it indicates that we take x or x, it is always equal to 1, and if we take x and x, it is always equal to 0. So look at here, I take x, I take x, and this is here is again x. We know that value of x is 0 and 1, and we find here x plus x. So plus means x plus x, plus means or. So here is 0 or 0 always equal to 0, 1 or 1 always equal to 1. So first call, so here look at here, x plus x. Here is a but there is a any problem in this law. So I will find out the exact equation here. So this is a okay students, it is x naught. So x and x or x naught. So x naught, we know that x naught is a reverse of x. Here is a 1 and a 0. Now find out x or x naught. Here is a 0 1 because we are using or. So यहाँ पे भी 1 हो गया, और यहाँ पे 1 and 0, it is 1. So it is always equal to 1. Both all the in the last column there are all 1. So that's why there is a 1. And if we using x, x and x naught, it is equal to 0. So here is a x, it is a x naught, and we using here dot. Dot means here and. So look at here, 0 and 1, because there is a 1 0 and 1 1, here is a 0, and again 1 0, here is a 0. So it is always equal to 0. So if you have any doubt, discuss with me, beta.